Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Wants to throw. It's Stevens. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the 1st down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man, it's Holstein. He's right on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ray. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Buys a little time with his feet. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's West.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And they got him for the sack. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slings it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender. And knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Timeout called here. Defense, it's the first one they've used this half. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Feeling some heat. Looking to scramble. Working on the right. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Rain. Stopped after making the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
3:25. Hold. Go.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Over.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Field goal is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Corners are going to bail. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The Bears will move the sticks. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
That's it, fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Let's go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the offense on second down. looking to throw at Stevens. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Golden Eagles are on the move. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On second down, looking again to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Boston College!
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Gets it out quickly. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Jones. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jones.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The aerial assault continues. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Now the pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Auburn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Caught behind the line. It's Porter. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Bears in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
3:25.
Wants to throw on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ray. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And tackled there by the defense. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Leaves it with the running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down.
Here we go.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Now on the option. Fighting off the defender.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running, and it generated an explosive play for the offense.
Chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your